You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris on a Tuesday. How you doing, sir?
Hey, things are heating up again. What are we, towards the 90s again this week?
Yeah, so I'm going to get out the cutoffs, the Daisy Dukes. I'll be set.
Getting the Daisy Dukes.
Daisy Dukes. Who doesn't?
Nobody wants to see that.
No.
Well, no, I'm kind of interested.
Maybe for others, but not for me.
Speak for everybody, Heidi.
Big John and a pair of Dukes rocking some Crocs. Oh, yeah.
Hey,
when you do your little turn on the catwalk.
I got to say, I got 2 new pairs of Crocs this weekend, Dan.
Yeah, I saw that, and, whatever.
Yeah,
Did it make you weep openly? Because it made me weep openly.
Yeah, I got my Crocs.
I'll never, ever understand it, but
they're so comfortable.
That's fine. That's fine. It's National Voter Registration Day. That's pretty easy to do anymore, isn't it?
You just
It really
turn in a piece
is.
of paper.
Kind of automatic, like when you renew your license or get a driver's license.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, fantastic. I think my favorite voting story is this one.
Oh.
Years ago, I was holding up outside Hartford, actually, and I own a little business in Hartford, and Hartford was barely 2,000 people at the time, and everybody knew everybody. It was election day, and I walked into the old high school there to vote, and there were the volunteers, 5, 6 of them, whatever. And every single one of them, hey, Dan, hey, Ferris, how's it going, buddy? Hey, Dan, good to see you. Good morning. Hey.
Need to see your ID.
Need your ID.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the way it's supposed to be.
Fantastic. You can't vote if you don't register. Well, kind of, I guess.
Well, you're not supposed to vote if you don't register.
Can you believe? Holy cow, pushing 90 already. Actress Sophia Loren is 88 today.
And she's still beautiful.
88.
Yeah.
Yikes. Let's see. George R.R. Martin. Ring a bell?
Ricky Martin's dad?
No.
Nope. Gave us Game of Thrones, which was very popular from what I understand.
I didn't. I've never watched it, but yeah, I've been told it's good. Now House of Dragon is the prequel.
Is it the same guy?
I think so.
I guess.
Same people, same creators,
Right.
I'm assuming.
R, by the way, in case you care, stands for Raymond Richard.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, he's 74 today.
Well, happy birthday.
And one of my all-time favorite cartoon characters, Sylvester the Cat.
Yes.
Sylvester, official name, Sylvester J. Pussycat Sr.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because he
That's
had
right.
Oh, he had a son.
He did.
Yep.
He did it, man. Tweety
Sylvester.
Bird was always busting his chops. I don't care what he was doing.
I just think it's funny they gave him a speech impediment and his name was Sylvester, and they had it so if he would say his name, it was all funky.
Well, because it
Spittin'.
was a cartoon.
Sylvester.
Made it funny.
That was funny. It was nice. I liked it. It was neat.
He's 81 today.
Happy birthday, Sylvester.
Holy cow. Historically speaking, some interesting stuff. It was just 1 year ago today, 2021, a first edition of Mary Shelley's 1818 novel, Frankenstein.
Oh, wow.
Sets a new world record for a printed work by a woman. Sells at auction for $1.17 million.
That is a whole lot of dollars.
Wow.
I'm saying, yeah, and I wonder where the money goes, because I don't think she's alive anymore.
Yeah.
Huh.
To the estate, I don't know, or whoever owned the
There
book,
is one,
I suppose.
Yeah, a lot of dough. All right, let's see. 1973. You guys weren't there, but I was. I watched it in real time, and it was a big deal.
Watergate?
1973, the women's movement was really getting traction. There were women burning their bras. So, I mean, it was a pretty crazy time to be alive. 55-year-old tennis pro Bobby Riggs, a guy, brags to the nation that he can beat any female tennis player in the world. Billie Jean King says,
Bring it on.
hey, Bobby, you know what? Yeah, let's
do this.
Let's do this. I mean, this thing got more media, got more press coverage. She accepts the challenge, gets billed as the Battle of the Sexes.
Oh, yeah.
In this day in 73, that match would take place in Houston. Billie Jean mops the court with him.
Yeah, I bet that shut him up a bit, didn't it?
It shut all of us guys up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a good day to be a guy, John.
So there.
Except you, if you would have been around in your Daisy Dukes and your Crocs, you would have been like, yay, team!
Exactly.
With your little pom-poms.
With your pom-poms.
Billie Jean gets a winner's check for $100,000. Over 1,000 people watched that match worldwide.
Crazy.
For a tennis match in the early 70s, huge.
It's a very big deal, yeah.
Huge viewership. And finally, this day in 1969, the virtual, totally made-up fake cartoon band, the Archies, Sugar Sugar, hits number one on
Great
Billboard.
song.
Isn't that funny?
It really is, yeah. A quick dramatic reading. Sugar.
Yeah.
Pour a little sugar on it, honey. Pour a little sugar on it. Baby, I'm going to make your life so sweet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pour a little sugar on it. Oh, yeah. It was so huge, 1987, it was called Def Leppard. Included that on their...
Pour some sugar on me.
On their Hysteria album.
Yeah, well, similar.
We hit with it, too, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same darn song, John. Total plagiarism.
It's pretty close.
There you go. I know, you know, we all know. We just bounce forward.
Gonna do that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many of our guests. This year, we have more icons and more fun. Culture Club, The Cult, Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort in Cancun, Mexico. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit with our guest today. Becky Rasmussen is with Call to Freedom, and you guys have a special event coming up soon, don't you, Becky?
Yeah, John. Thank you for having us. We have our 7th annual community breakfast. So this will be the 7th year that we've held our 1-hour breakfast, and it's on Wednesday, October 12th. And doors open a little earlier this year at 6:45, so everybody can get their meal. And 7:30, the event will start promptly until 8:30. And it's really our one time of the year that we bring the community together so that we can compel our mission. And if you feel moved to give at that time, we would love to have you do that. This is a free event, so we are looking for table hosts, and we also are looking for sponsors if people are interested. And they can go to calltofreedom.org under events and get more information.
And this is a wonderful event. We had a chance to be a part of this last year. And again, it's coming up Wednesday, October 12th, which sounds like a long ways away, but it's really not that far away. So if people would like to go to this, they should probably get a spot reserved right now, shouldn't they? Yes,
we would love you to get online so we can prepare accordingly. We usually have around 1,000 people or over 1,000 people that attend the event. And so, we would really like people there to hear about what's happening, not only with our services, but within our communities, and allow them to kind of hear how this is being facilitated. Is it really happening within our communities? And being the human trafficking, which is the forced exploitation of either sex or labor for individuals. And so we would love to host you and have you at the event, but also just to learn a little bit more as well.
And this is one of those things that I had the opportunity last year to go to this event, and I thought I knew Call to Freedom before I went to the event because, we've had a chance to visit before, and I know a little bit about what you do, but I had an opportunity last year at this event to learn so much more. And for people who maybe don't know anything about Call to Freedom, let's give them kind of a snapshot of who you guys are and what you do. Let's do that right now.
Yeah, for sure. We actually keep expanding our services, and we're really an organization that's solely focused on serving those that have been victimized by human trafficking. And more those needs become diverse. We serve individuals from women to men to young kids that are being victimized. So there's no age barrier to who we serve. And it's those that have had that use of force, fraud, or coercion for trafficking. And so we offer supportive services to those that have been victimized, but we also have expanded our services to not only serve them through housing, through support, through counseling, but also prevention and intervention is a big focus for us, especially with our youth. Average age of individuals that are pulled into human trafficking is 11 to 14. And so we really haven't tipped the iceberg of what's happening within our communities. Polaris, which is the National Human Trafficking Hotline, has recorded a call from every county in the United States. So South Dakota is not immune to the human trafficking and that facilitation within our communities. And so what we want to do is not only do prevention, intervention, but also provide those services. So we do have housing that we house not only the survivors, but also their children. And that was a new focus for us. And you'll hear at the breakfast this year, how are they targeting our kids and what are we doing about it? And so I think it's really great and would be a really great opportunity for parents to really understand some of the dangers and to be cautious about some of the social media and some of those ways that individuals make contact that are not necessarily always have good intentions. So we'd love you to come learn more. You can also visit our website at calltofreedom.org if you'd like to know more about us as well.
I love that. If somebody listening is going, man, I would love to be a part of this, but Wednesday, October 12th is not a good day for me. I'm gone. I'm busy. I'm whatever. Is there still a way that they can contribute financially to help Call to Freedom with their mission?
Yeah, that would be great. We have a website. Our website is a great resource, calltofreedom.org, and you can give under our donations page. Or if you want to talk to somebody live, Monica Railings is our Director of Community Engagement, and her phone number is 605-799-6153. I know websites don't always answer all of your questions. So if you have questions about our programming, other ways you can give, if you want to volunteer, you can research that all on our website at calltofreedom.org. But if you'd like to talk to somebody from Call to Freedom, Monica can be reached at 605-799-6153.
Becky, thank you for taking the time to chat. Thank you for all that you guys do.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thanks, John, for always being a support and allowing us to share.
Absolutely. Again, Call to Freedom. Their event is Wednesday, October 12th. If you'd like to learn more about that, or if you'd like to register to be a part of that, go to the website, calltofreedom.org.
If you watch the news, you've probably heard about interest rate hikes and other financial factors that could make you a bit nervous. At BetterCreditCards.com, we continue our commitment to help you get a better credit card. On the website, BetterCreditCards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Tuesday?
You know, you can't get away from it, man. It's like this whole inflation thing.
Yeah.
And I was at the supermarket on Saturday.
Okay.
Actually. And for years, you know, creatures of habit, which most people are, I go to the grocery store I used to go almost every single day because I never really know what I was going to want that night. In my average sale, I buy pretty much the same thing, the same staples, blah, 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 blah. I always knew at checkout it was going to be somewhere in the area of $18 to $22.
Yeah.
Now it's over 30.
I know, isn't it crazy?
Time. And I'm still always surprised.
Yeah.
Every time. So there's just a nationwide survey done by Reddit asking people what specific foods they've simply stopped buying at the grocery store due to inflation. And this is from around the country, and some are really kind of mind-boggling. According to one lady, for me, stop buying watermelon. They're over $11 at my store now.
Whoa.
For a watermelon.
But so yummy.
Oh, my gosh.
It is, and I don't know if I've ever purchased a watermelon, but what were they a year or so ago? I have no idea.
Less than that.
Nowhere near that.
Okay.
Last time I bought a watermelon, it was like, I don't know.
$5?
Yeah, $7 maybe for a big one.
Okay, someone else. Avocados went from $4.99 to $9.99 at my store for a bag of 6. It's a $5 increase for the same product.
Oh my gosh.
Another individual said, hey, used to do the frozen pizza thing. Not anymore. It's just as cheap to get a Domino's or a Little Caesars now.
Yeah, and they'll bring it right to you.
Interesting.
And they'll cut it up and feed it to you.
Yeah, I really had no idea that was going on. You know what? I'm a big fan of cherries. I guess the big cherries.
Oh, yeah.
Those
are good.
Me too.
Been buying them for years. I missed the old days when I was paying around $9 a pound. I just grabbed some like I normally do going through checkout. And I was a little surprised when they rang them up at $25.
For cherries?
A pound?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep. And this has affected me personally. We're talking about chicken wings here.
Yeah.
Used to be the product that I bought was $8 to $9 for a family pack. They are now over $16.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
And I understand the price of everything goes up a little bit here and there, but it seems like everything has gone up really quickly, you know, really high.
Well, and they talk about the other end of it, and they refer to it now as a shrinkflation.
Yeah.
That's where you're paying the same price, but they've downsized
You're getting smaller portions.
the product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and I did this the other day. A good friend of mine, Boone J. Boone, fake attorney at law. Do not hire him for legal anything.
I'm sure he's just
He's
fine.
not papered. He's hilarious in court, but don't do it. He's a big fan of the fish fillet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, me
At
too.
McDonald's. It's the tartar sauce thing, really.
Yep.
It's magical, isn't it?
It really is.
And so
I'd never had tartar sauce until earlier this year.
So good.
My
a
entire
couple
life.
weeks ago, I blew through the drive-thru and got myself a little bag. I was a little surprised. Got them when they were about the size of a 50-cent piece.
Oh, really?
I mean, it was noticeable, the size difference from the last time I had purchased.
A Chick-fil-A?
Yes.
Or a fish fillet?
Fish fillet.
McDonald's fish
Really?
fillet.
Yes.
Huh. We'll have to go check that out.
Notable difference. I noticed the same thing with the chips I buy, too.
Oh, yeah. There's like half a bag of air.
It's like, okay.
A couple of chips at the bottom of it.
Somebody eat half these. The package seems sealed. So, yeah, those are just some of the items going on with some of the prices. It's gotten pretty crazy. Several people have said, yeah, we've just stopped buying bacon, period.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We haven't bought bacon for, I couldn't even tell you
As
how
a matter
long.
of fact, we, not too long ago, went on a little trip with a bunch of friends. And the last time we got together, every single morning on the trip that we had earlier this year, I got up every morning and made breakfast for everybody. And I would make bacon first. And when we got to this house, we didn't have bacon. And they're like, what in the world, John? You didn't get bacon? I'm like, if you want, I can go get it. And they're like, no, we don't need it. Like, that's just, we were so excited. We're going to be having John's breakfast bacon every day.
Not at these prices.
But yeah, it's back when bacon was less than $100 a pound. So, I don't know. I like you guys and all, but I don't love you. So
just not easy. This lady huge into the frozen breakfast burritos. Been buying the same darn thing for years. Pack of 12 for about $8. Now they're over $15 for the same package.
It's double the price, man.
Package, yeah. Just things going on at the grocery store.
You know what hasn't changed in price, though?
What's that, John?
The cost of radio advertising with Sunny Radio.
That's true.
We are inflation-proof. We've kept our prices low.
That is true. We kept our prices the same.
For those of you out there who are going, I just keep spending more and more. By the way. And I just don't feel like I'm getting my money's worth anymore with these other places. Hey, you know what? Reach out to us. Local ownership, local morning show. We've got Dan. We've got Heidi. Our dog barks every once in a while here. We're right here. I mean,
it's the whole package. Let's face it. I mean,
you get it all. And for less than the price of some frozen burritos from the sounds of it.
All there is to it. Or if you want a quick hack, when you're in the grocery store, I've also noticed that most supermarkets have maybe half the employees they used to.
Yeah.
So just throwing stuff in a trench coat and walking's a lot easier.
I do not encourage that, by the way.
For more helpful hints.
Yeah. All right, Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
Hey, thanks for letting me, guys. Have a great day. We'll catch up with you.
We'll do it. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
While other wireless companies raise their prices, Mint Mobile has taken a different approach. You can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Let's say that again so you hear it right. $15 a month for unlimited premium wireless. Why would we do that? Because we can. If you're paying too much for your wireless phone, it's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, September 20th, 2022. Equities began the week on a stable footing despite the previous week's large decline and the upcoming FOMC announcement Wednesday. The Fed is expected to raise interest rates by 75 basis points Wednesday and provide an outlook for the future of Fed policy. It's largely believed the Fed will continue to raise rates into the beginning of 2023, but at a much slower pace than what has been set so far. The risk is that inflation data will continue to accelerate as it has and push the Fed into ramping its posture once again. On the economic front, the NAHB Home Builders Survey declined to a new low as demand and traffic dry up. The news is only the latest in a string of poor housing data that points to a major contraction in the industry, and one that will have a rippling effect throughout the economy. Also on tap this week is a read on building permits and housing starts, as well as existing home sales and the index of leading indicators. You can get the inside track in your inbox at marketbeatminute.com.